There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't no like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like Orenthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men false. So lost, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate, why they overhate, cause they time is short and the moment late. Let it culminate to they heart erase and palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you could take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know like killer head quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. UPK, the wall shit, we ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a coward. I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch K's. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring an army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make the difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation. So no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring an army with you.
Nothing I can say.
It's nothing I can say to make you believe. Yeah. Man, ain't nothing I can say. It's nothing I can say to make you believe. To make you believe. What if I told you that I was the son of God? Would that be easy to believe, or would you make it hard? And I finally learned the difference between wise and smart. When I say we bless people, they say times is hard. And all I can tell them is they ain't never lied. Reincarnated, I'm back like I ain't never died. And I won't say it if it can't be verified. Niggas say they soldiers, when war starts, they terrified. I'm about to let it ride, bring it back to pride of black skin, cause they ain't got a clue what's happening. And we still being punished from back then. How we gonna make a change when we too busy adapting? Buckle your seatbelts, make sure you strapped in. They showed us the trap, so now my people trapped in. Cause everything we wanted to be, they said we couldn't be it. nothing I can say to make them believe, to make you believe.
But I'ma say it anyway though.
Keep hearing footsteps in the dark, and my dogs gon' bite while the rest of y'all barking. Moving at the speed of light while y'all parking. In that water with sharks, I ain't scared, I'm a dolphin. It ain't no talking, boy, we all action. Trying to build a nation, but them hoes is distracting. With that twerking on the pole in the back bins. Put on some clothes, set some goals, we can rap then. And we ain't never been the same since the crack came. Selling poison just to give it to the Jack name. They promote the lifestyle through the rap game. Flood the hood with it, then tell you it's a black thing. They really need God, but they call idols. How these just 14 with assault rifles? They waiting for better days. Now can I paraphrase? Niggas will kill their own brother for a pair of J's. And it ain't nothing I can say. It's nothing I can say to make you believe. To make you believe. Let me say it anyway.
Type this stuff on the phone. Oh yeah? I thought it was easiest to put it on the laptop.
You gotta send it to me different way.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they're Muslim, if they're Christian, if they're atheist, if they're Buddhist, if they're shooting black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. You know why? Because even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the men that don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UPK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Yeah, Frank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Tell the people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stop violence. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boot shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass. Call it tough love. Look out for niggas just cuz, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause. Look, man, first time I met Commander Junior Hunter, man, here 3807. Rebel without a cause. My little daughter with me, opened the door, he was dropping the truth on me and all that. Rebel without a cause. Yeah, man, you know, You do your time, we taking the mountains, training that hand-to-hand combat.
Rebel without
I said,
a
oh,
cause
yeah.
is the reason I'm
Shine me
alive.
up,
Thank
nigga.
God for this truth, cause for a long time I was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.
Come on. No, that's the word.
Word, I can show the picture.
MVP, the producer.
This is the Isupkbmore out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And y'all niggas mad, huh? I know why y'all niggas mad though. Cause we ain't affiliated with none of you niggas out there. And that foundation what kept this building up since 1969.
nigga.
Since y'all want to leave home and cause all types of divisions and shit, cool then. The world already knows.
World already.
It's just this simple. We not them niggas.
I told you we not them. 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 This is 1 West UPK. You ain't about my father's business. Stay up out our way. I told you we not them. 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 This is 1 West UPK. You ain't about the kingdom, niggas, stay up out our way. I told you we not them niggas. They are full of sin, niggas. They the ones that are out there talking about.
Shalom, Israel. With an ISUPK started at 1 West 125th Street under Commanding General Yohana. We are here to tell our people how important we are and to give that truth, that hard truth, you understand? That sour tasting truth. Like, no matter how much you might love an Edomite, love any heathen, you understand? We here to let you know that the Most High is gonna love them. And there's perfectly good reasons why he don't. Like, these heathens destroy and victimize us all the time, you understand? And like, we here at the Baltimore camp, like the Baltimore school, we definitely have some stories about how these heathens, you understand, lies, that's what, how these heathens, you know what I'm saying, like they disrespect and they come against the Lord's people. But today, what we want to get into today, man, is raising our kids, man, making sure we raising our kids and bringing them up under the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Letting us know how much power that we can have, you understand? And that's just the most important thing that we can do, you understand? And like, that's our mission is always to bring our people the truth and let our people know that this isn't the end. Like, this isn't how your life has to be. You understand? Like, we actually, Kanye West said that slavery was a choice. You understand? In his ignorance, there was a small part of that was the truth. That was the truth, because a small part of that was some truth in it. Because we chose to go against the Most High. You understand? Like, we chose to go against our power, and by doing that, we provoked his anger. We provoked the Most High anger, and now we put ourselves in a position where we're under some hideous monsters, some animals, disgusting animals. You understand? Like, we're under we're under people that we should lay down when we walk. You understand? Like, what's that? Coming to America, when they throw all the roses down. You know what I mean? When he like we royalty like that. Like Edomites, these heathens should be our, you know what I mean, our rose petals that we walk on, we step on when we come past. You understand? Like sometimes when I go into a store, man, I see like sometimes the looks that I get. You know what I mean? I see in my head like you should be honored that, you know what I mean, one of the children of Israel is in your store, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how much oppression we're under, that it builds that anger. You're not angry about all this that's going on in the world, man. Like, there's something wrong. You understand? But we can, if you want, if you're ready, sir, we can get to that first story. You understand? Like, I feel like this is a very important story when it comes to raising your children. You understand? Like when it comes to things that we would do for our children. You understand? There's a lot of things that we say we'll do. You understand? But when it comes down to it, will you do it? Like how much love will you show your children? You understand?
Shad Gaspard has passed away at the age of 39. The
we can go with it. You said you got video, right?
WWE star's body was found just days after he went missing swimming with his son at a Los Angeles beach. According to the Los Angeles Fire Department, a body was recovered off Venice Beach around 1:45 a.m. Wednesday. The LA County coroner later confirmed that the body had been identified as Shad. On Monday, Shad's wife declared her husband missing and said that he was last seen wearing swim shorts at the Marina del Rey beach on Sunday. At the time, the LAFD confirmed that a man and his 10-year-old son went missing in the water. The LAFD also shared that the child was located, evaluated, and did not require transport to the hospital. The U.S. Coast Guard also shared that in the process of saving his son, the lifeguards lost visual contact of the father. Amid the search for Shad, his family released a statement hoping for his safe return. We would like to express our gratitude to the first responders who rescued Arya and to the lifeguards, Coast Guard, divers, fire, and police departments for their continued efforts to help find our beloved Shad. Unfortunately, on Tuesday, the U.S. Coast Guard announced that it had suspended its search for Shad. Shad was best known for his involvement in the WWE group Crime Time. He pursued acting after leaving the WWE in 2010. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson pays tribute to the former WWE superstar, tweeting, "My prayers and hope for Shad Gaspard's wife, son, and family during this unthinkable time. Man, this is a tough one. A really tough one. Great guy."
That didn't give his last. I'm gonna try hard to text it to you, because it was the reason why I wanted that story. Not so much to tell it, bro. Like it's always tragic when, you know, a brother loses his life. But I wanted to get. Matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot this and I'm gonna just send it to you so you can just read it off. Because I just wanted his last words. You understand? Like that. I feel like that was real important. That was the most important part. You know what I mean, for the class tonight. To be brought out, you understand? It should be coming to you now, because there was a point in the rescue that him and his child could have been. I mean, where those like the Coast Guards were trying to they were trying to save both of them. You understand? And it came to a point like it was just too hard. I didn't hear you. Did that it went off yesterday? You got that? Oh, it just came in. Alright. I just want that part, this right here. You could just do the quote, and you have to put the rest of it. And this was, like I said, there was a point where they possibly both could have been saved. But it was too much, like the tides was coming in, not the tides, the waters they were hitting too hard. And it was a fight to try to save both of them. You understand? So it became easier just to save one. You understand? And this is what this father said.
"Just secure my son, rescue my son." His last words were, "Just secure my son, rescue my son," the authorities said. The body of the former pro wrestler Shad Gaspard, was found after it washed ashore on Venice Beach early Wednesday morning, the authorities said.
You understand? Like, this is so heavy because, like I said, there's a lot of things that we'll say, you know what I mean, we'll do for our children. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of us that said I'll give my life for my kids. You understand? But when you actually do it, it's like, you know what I mean, it's brothers in here that'll say, you know what I mean, they will die for this truth. But it's like when it really comes down to it, will you really do it? You understand? Like, this man had a choice. He could have been, you know what I mean, this, you know what I mean, a straight, you know what I mean, a jerk about the situation. Like, man, come on, keep trying to save both of us. You know what I'm saying? No, yo, I'll throw them to you or something, you know what I mean? But come on, just get both of us. He saw the struggle. And he said, man, he's just secure my son. Like, you got the waves and everything hitting hard. You can, like, he's damn near, you know what I mean, he can feel it, you know what I mean, life is passing by. He can see that, damn, ain't no choice. Man, this brother said, just secure my son, rescue my son, man. Like, that's something that his son can go on for the rest of his life. You understand? Whatever teachings that he ever gave him, like, if that boy go against that, like, that's a major dishonor to his father. Just like the Most High, I mean, just like Christ did for us. Christ gave his life for us. You understand? So we can live. You understand? He gave us a second chance. Just like this young man's father gave him a second chance. You understand? Like, around the time this brother, when he was in wrestling, I wasn't into it that much. My son was. You understand? I can't remember the year, but you understand? Like, it was heavy. You know what I mean? And I just like, it's something heavy. And if I could, so let me get Ecclesiasticus 25:1. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the things, like, we have to be together on our teachings for our children. You understand? And when I mean we together, the man and the woman. You understand? Now, I know things might go wrong, you know what I mean, like, outside of the truth, you know what I mean, y'all be thinking like, yo, I can't deal with her, or I can't deal with him, and then y'all separate, you understand? Which is, you know what I mean, definitely out of order. But you gotta understand, like, there are teachings that you have to come together on, you understand? And one of the most important things that you gotta do is one of those teachings, like, those teachings have to be according to the Most High. You understand? You gotta make sure that you gotta make sure y'all double team. You know what I mean? This dude was a wrestler. You know, double team, tag team your kid, man. Make sure that he get it. You understand? Like, if you see, you understand? Go ahead, so let me get that, sir.
Ecclesiasticus 25:1. In 3 things I was beautified.
In 3 things he was beautified. You know what I'm saying? Like, in 3 things, you understand? I feel like, you know what I mean, these things make me, you know what I mean, a beautiful soul. You understand? These things make me who I am. Go ahead, sir.
Come. And stood up beautiful, both before the Most High and men.
Both of these things, man, I stood up high. You know what I'm saying? Both of these things, you know, I was proud. I was proud of in front of men and the Most High. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Come. The unity of brethren.
The unity of brethren. Being brothers, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, sister. You know, yeah, how you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
The unity of brethren, like, for him to come together, you understand? Like, this is something that we should all feel proud of. To come together in brotherhood, you understand? To be able to have a get together with your brothers. There's no, you know what I mean, no shooting, no fighting, you know what I mean? Just brotherhood. Talk, if there is issues, talking to your brother and gaining your brother. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Come. The love of neighbors.
Love of neighbors, you understand? Like, it's just, like, everybody, it's all love, you understand? We all brothers and sisters, you understand? Go ahead, sir.
A man and a wife that agree together.
That's the one that I want to hit home with. Can you let me throw that back on for me, bro? If you could, sir. About the last one.
A man and a wife that agree together.
A man and a wife that agree together. You understand? So you got kids. You understand? A man and a wife that agree together. You understand? Like whereas though everything y'all both on the same. Y'all both on the same accord. Y'all really one spirit. You understand? Like y'all raising y'all. It's no. Don't worry about what your father say. Go ahead outside. You understand? Go ahead and do that. You understand? Or look, your mother a little extra. Don't worry about it. Look, check this out. It's between me and you, princess. You understand? You ain't got to tell your mama nothing. You understand? Like both, like coming together to agree, man. Like that's what we need. Like that's what's gonna keep. That's what's gonna save our children. The fact that we're both on the same accord, man. Like we got the number one objective is to make sure that our children, you know what I mean, he following or she following these laws. They come up out of this hell that we in. You understand? Like everything that's going on right now is pretty much it's destruction for our children. Like you look on the news, like you turn on the TV, man, and children, like people get like out, even in the midst of, you know what I mean, so-called white people being upset. You understand? They're being upset because they open their business up. They going into state buildings with guns and everything. Like, you know what I mean? In the midst of that, our brothers and sisters, our children are still being killed. They running like you ain't gotta be on the streets no more. They running up in our houses. They running up in, you know what I mean, in houses. And once you try to defend your woman, you get a charge. You understand? Like that's where we at right now. Like that's what's so hard about raising your children outside of the truth, man. You understand? Now, let me get Proverbs chapter. Let me get 22 and 6 if I could. Come on.
Proverbs 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up your children, man. You gotta train up your children. Just like anything that you do. You understand? Like if you start in a job, you gotta go through training first. You understand? You're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up a few times. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get corrected. You understand? They're gonna say, no, you're not doing it right. We need you to do it like this. You understand? There's things that need to be done in a certain order. You understand? So you have to train up your children. Like, don't just tell them something one time. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, hey, look. You know what I mean? Don't telling your son don't deal with another boy. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. God don't like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta train your children. Train them. You understand? Like, make sure that they understand. Like, you can't, it's not a one-time thing, man. Like, all of us know how it feels to be trained. Like, you gotta be trained, man. It's like, you know what I mean? Any art that you try to get, you know what I mean? Like, learning karate or something. You gotta train in that, you know what I mean? You gotta go to class, you gotta go to training. You gotta make sure that you get it. You understand? It's like training your kids to learn their ABCs. You understand? Like, you don't just tell them one time or show them a chart one time with the ABCs on it and then expect them to get it. You understand? You make it a daily thing. You understand? Like, you keep going. Like, these laws have to be taught on a regular basis. And if they're not, then our children are going to fall. They're going to fall hard. And it's us, man. It's us that need the don't be lazy with it. You understand? We gotta do it. You understand? Like, we gotta fight hard to make sure our children understand. You understand? You ready for that?
Proverbs 22 and verse 6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
You understand? That's how you keep it going. You understand? You start off when they're young. Like, I know it's hard for a lot of us. A lot of us came up, we already had kids, and your kids, they're older now. You know what I mean? They've been doing Christmas from, you know what I mean, from as long as they can remember. And now you gotta start. Now you gotta try to reteach them. You know what I mean? How it's not right. After you done taught them for so many years that, you know what I mean. This is tradition. This is, you know what I mean. We never had really a origin story for it. You understand? It was always just you celebrated. It was always some story that you got off of TV, something like that. Where it's like the true meaning of Christmas is. You understand? Like that's how we try to explain to our kids. It was like whatever story sounded the best. It was like, yeah, that's the one right there. That sounds good. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like the way that you gotta get your kids that's older is you gotta tell them. You understand? The way that you gotta get them is you gotta teach them in a way that makes sense. Tell your kids that, you know what I mean. Look it up. The world is full of lies. You let them know that. Give them, you know what I mean, that Joe, you know what I mean, that the world has been given to the world. I mean, it's like the world has been given to the hand of the wicked. Let them know that, and then you go through it with them. Let them know, like you go over there, you Google it. This is the age of information. Google everything. That's all you gotta do. Like you Google everything and let them know how much garbage it is that we've been celebrating. And then you know what I mean, like you get them about it. You slowly but surely get them about us. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a brother that I done got my rib out the world. And that was one of the hardest battles, you understand? A battle I'm still fighting. You understand? But it's hard, but it's, you know what I mean, it's happening. I can see it happening. You understand? Like it's to the point where she don't even know when so-called holidays come up. You understand? Like so it's doable. You just gotta actually do it. You gotta make sure you put in that work. It's not something just like training your kids, man. It's not something that you can just do one time. It's something that you do, you constantly do. You understand? It's repetition. That's the father of learning right there. You keep going. You keep on teaching and teaching. You teach your children the right way, because if you don't, then our oppressor will definitely teach them. You understand? And the Most High, you know what I mean, he's going to be, like, we need the Most High to be an enemy to our enemies. You understand? And the only way we can do that is by being on his side. You understand? In fact, hey, Sal, you need me to sing the other articles that I had, or?
The Roe versus Wade?
We can go right there.
I'm not sure if this is the actual one.
It's not the video. It's on YouTube though. This right here, this one had me going. You know what I mean? This is a new one I threw ahead because I was watching. You know what I mean? Black Watch with Commander General Yohana, and he brought out how, you know, which we already know. If you Isupkbmore, you should already know how wicked Planned Parenthood is. You understand? But to get a little more on it, like this is where it was at. Like this is where they were at with it. You understand? They're actually more wicked than we thought. You understand? Matter of fact, I think I got either. Oh yeah, I do got it. I got it. Yeah, this is exactly what I want. So this is how we should know that when you follow your oppressor, that you ain't doing nothing but you following death. You understand? There's nothing about America that's going to teach. That's right. That's going to teach us right. You understand? Like that, America is a big hypocrite. It's damn self. America says, you know, you look on the back of your dollar bill, it say, "In God we trust." You understand? But then you gotta worry. But then you gotta think about, really, is it my God? Is it my God that they talking about? You understand? Because they worship everything. You understand? So at this point, it's like, okay, all right, maybe they're not hypocrites. Maybe they just worshiping their own gods. And here I am, ignorantly worshiping their gods. You understand? And that's what's going to kill us. That's you know what I mean? Like when you actually like an idolater will not make it into the kingdom. And that's exactly what we become ignorantly. Like, and that's why that's why I said this is the age of information. And you gotta teach your kids to know how to look up things. You understand? You know what? If they ask you, why do we celebrate Valentine's Day? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Why do we celebrate any of these holidays? Why do we celebrate what's the English joint? You got
the woman known as Jane Roe in the landmark U.S. Supreme Court Roe versus Wade ruling that legalized abortion.
I mean, like, why do we celebrate it? There's origins, there's evil origins to everything, man, that we celebrate. And we, you know what I mean, and we don't know why we do it, but we do it. Go ahead, so you got that? You can play that.
Roe in the landmark U. To switch sides to support the anti-abortion movement.
I started working.
The woman known as Jane Roe in the landmark U.S. Supreme Court Roe versus Wade ruling that legalized abortion has said she was paid to switch sides to support the anti-abortion movement.
I started working in abortion clinics.
Norma McCorvey, known as Jane Roe, made the confession before her death in 20...
Now, this is how wicked America is. Now, they say, she said she was paid to take that side, to be on the side of abortion. She was paid for it. You understand? She was paid. Like, that right there should make, like, all women should feel betrayed by her. Because you getting legal abortions. You going out, you know what I mean, you be with a dude and he, you know what I mean, he kick all that. You know what I mean? I ain't ready for a kid yet and all that. And you know what I mean? And you like, man, all right, well, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this young prophet. You understand? This young, you know what I mean? This young royalty that I got in my stomach. You know what I mean? This young princess, I'm going to get rid of it. Get rid of it because, you know what I mean? I don't know when this dude's going to come around. But you know what I mean? Knowing, like not knowing, if you look into the scriptures, you'll know that the Most High already knew about your baby. You understand? Now your man, he might not be right. Your husband might not be right at the time. You understand? But it's not your choice at this time to go ahead and take that child's life. You understand? And the reason why you feel like it's okay, because you ain't gotta look up and down the street for the law when you do it. You understand? When you kill this baby, you ain't gotta look up and down the street. You ain't gotta be like, you know what I mean, hurry, put the knife in it. All right, come on, let's hurry and get up out of here. You ain't got to do that. Like, you just like, yo, it's legal, so it feels comfortable to kill. You understand? You good with it. But you're like, all right, you know what I mean? They said it's okay to do it. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is pay a couple of hours, and I can do it. You understand? But, you know what I mean? And it's because of this case right here that made it legal. It's Jane Roe versus Wade Supreme Court. She did it. She fought for this, and the whole time it was money that motivated her. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Like that's wicked, man. Like that's where we at with it. We like, you know what I mean? It's legal. Just like this was legal, you know what I mean? Because blacks and the Spanish, like we make up. We got the highest rate of abortion, and we think it's okay. We think it's legal to do it. We already got it in our heads. Some of us like, yo, this don't feel right. I don't think we should do this. You understand? But it's legal, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Why not? Why not? You understand? Like I'm gonna do it because I can do it. Because you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, we've been deceived. We've been deceived by our oppressor, man. like our oppressors deceived us and made us feel like we can go ahead and do it. I know there's a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters that have gotten abortions, you know what I'm saying? That, have men consented to it, you know what I mean? And women feel like, okay, I did it because it's my body, I can do it, you understand? But we destroy it, like, you know what I mean? And we doing it just because the white man said it's okay. That's what the bottom line is. You go ahead with the rest of the stories, huh?
2017. She's captured in a new documentary called AKA Jane Roe to be released on Friday. It traces her troubled youth and how she became a poster child for abortion rights, as well as her decision to be baptized as a born-again Christian. She then switched sides to campaign against abortion. But in the documentary, she again restated her support for reproductive rights, stating, quote, "If a young woman wants to have an abortion, that's no skin off my ass. That's why they call it choice." She confesses she took the money and said on camera what the anti-abortion groups wanted her to say. "I did it well too. I am a good actress," she added. The 1973 Supreme Court ruling has for decades been the focus of a divisive political, legal, and moral debate. And the debate has come to the forefront yet again as states like Texas have tried to push their anti-abortion policies during the pandemic and have engaged in legal battles to try and ban abortion.
Like that right there, like she said, man, I'm a good actress. I did that. Yeah, hell yeah, I played y'all. You know what I'm saying? I played y'all. And y'all, I got rich. I got a couple dollars. I don't know if she got rich, but I got a couple dollars. And there's a lot of murders being done, and it satisfies America. So she said, that's some white people phrase right there, man. Don't sweat off my ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where you at with it. Don't sweat off my ass. Like, that's how that's their way of just showing how much they don't give a damn about what's going on in your life. You understand? Then I bring it with me. I got a building. There's a building that I clean. It's a homeless building. You know what I mean? Like a homeless shelter. And I had my son with me. So we cleaning it, and it's he was reading over this brochure that say unplanned practices. I just heard him say unplanned practices. I'm like, what you reading, huh? So you know what I mean? He showed me. So he got a system on the front of it. I don't know if you can. Did you need to see this? Is it clear? Alright. This right here, so this says unplanned pregnancy. You got a system on the front of it, you understand? And it's telling how it got some of the help that they give is, let's say, interventions, pregnancy tests, you know what I mean, where they pretty much going over the pregnancy test with you, the options education. The options education. That's how you do it. The options education. You understand? And visibility ultrasound. And they got support. The support is life work classes, mentoring program, after abortion support. They got after abortion support. So I'm gonna like that right there is like, you know, I don't give a damn how much you might say that, you know what I mean, abortion is legal. Mentally, you need support after doing it. You understand? Like this is what our oppressor does. He says that, you know what I mean, he gives abortion support, like, you know what I mean, like you'll talk to somebody, I guess they'll talk you through it. You understand? But at the same time, it's like, all right, so you can give support for killing this baby. You know what I mean? Because they feel like, all right, we legalize it, so, you know what I mean, let's give them a little support. You know what I'm saying? So where's the support when it comes to just a murderer? You understand? You just get jail time. You understand? If you young and kill because you like, you feel like, you know what I mean, you got a wicked reason in your mind, but you kill. You understand? Where's the support for that? But you shouldn't go to jail for that then. And that can, like, you can kill a baby, but you know what I mean, and you still walk the streets. You understand? You be down for like, what is it, like 2 weeks or something like that. You down after you get an abortion. But you take a life, like you taking a life. You taking the life of a baby, a defenseless baby, and you still, you know what I mean, but you good, you still walking around. But they know how much it beats you down mentally, spiritually. You understand? So they offer support for it, man. Like, that's crazy. Look at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 5, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's something, it's besides every goddamn thing, it's so much that's wicked about America, man. That we know beats us down, man. Like we got so many mental issues.
What was that again?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 5, huh? You was, what?
Book of the Wisdom of Solomon, 12 and verse 5. And also, those merciless murderers of children.
The merciless murderers of children, man. Like, you're merciless. You understand? Like, this baby gotta, you know what I mean? Like, this baby already is just coming. It's just getting life. You understand? It's just getting hands. You understand? Head coming in. You know what I mean? It's just forming. You understand? Like, one I almost looked at. The boys that we had, like, it slipped my mind. Went out in front of the camps. The pictures. The signs. That's what it is. I can't. It's like signs. That's how simple. I must supply the abortion. Yeah, the signs that we got. One of the most looked at signs is the abortion sign. People come and look at them, they like, oh my God. Like, they see it because we show how wicked it is. Like, you got babies on there that's the size of quarters, that's ripped out. You understand? Like, they've been ripped out, taken out, like life has been taken from them. Like, it's protected. Your body is that baby's protection at that time. You know what I'm saying? But you become a merciless murderer of the children. You understand? Merciless. You don't give a damn. And you know why you merciless? Because Roe. What's her name? Jane Roe. Jane Roe was paid so you can become merciless. You understand? That's why you merciless. And now there's no life in this baby. You understand? Like, they don't get nothing. You understand? Like, they don't get a chance at life because you're merciless because the white man told you to be merciless. Because the white man told you that it's your choice, it's your body, you can do what you want to do. You understand? And now that baby's life is done. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And devourers of men's flesh, and the feast of blood.
And the feast of blood. You understand? You a vampire at this point. You understand? Because you a killer, you a murderer, and you want that blood. Like, you don't give a damn. All you care about, you become selfish at that point. Because all you care about is how you feel at that point. You like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But if there was some type of, like, if there was a time machine, you understand? If time machines existed, and you can get back into it, after that abortion, ask yourself, in your moment of selfishness, would you get in that time machine and undo it? Hell no. You would, if you was right there on the bed right now, you understand? And I'm talking before the scriptures, you understand? And you know what I mean? Would you really get into that time machine and be like, you know what? I want to go back. I don't know. I can't do this. I can't kill this baby. I don't know what this baby might grow to be. You understand? Like, and that's so heartbreaking that this woman said that she was out. You know what she say? You know, sweat on my ass. What she say? Whatever white people say. Ain't no me. I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. I don't give a damn. But now we the top. Like we get the most abortions above all. You understand?
300,000 a year.
Thank you, sir. 300,000 a year. How the hell, like 300,000 a year? Like, come on, man. Like, yo, God, that's heaven. Like, you know what I mean? We have sex that much, and just like, yo, like, it's that many people can have babies. You know what I mean? Like, you can have. There's so many prophets that could be born. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Isupkbmore members were aborted. You understand? Like, oh, that's 300,000 a year. Damn, man. All because of Jane Roe. And she wanted to get this off her chest before she died. She died like 2017. And she wanted to get this off her chest before she died. But when it was happening, she was like, I don't give a damn. It's cool with me. I got a couple dollars. She got a couple $1,000. You know what I mean? However much she got. And she was good. She was okay with that. You understand? But you understand? We can get off of that, man. Like that's. I just want us to know how much we get deceived, how much we think that because it's legal, because you won't get locked up for it, because you won't do time. Like we revel and love our oppressors' laws so damn much that we don't give a damn about the Most High laws. Like because you won't, like, you know what I mean? It's like it's some little joint I've been seeing on like internet. I don't know if they still doing it. My Ray was telling me something like it's an instant gratification type of experiment that mothers been doing on their kids, but they put like a bowl of candy or something in front of the kids and they leave them. They say, all right, look, don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? And they walk away from it. You know what I mean? So they got a camera right there, and they just want to see how the kids, if the kids gonna run, you know, if they gonna jump and get it or not. You understand? Like she said, I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, sis? If that's the reason for it, you know the reason for it.
No, because the only one is London, and she only 4.
Alright. So yeah, see, I don't know the actual reason for it, but if that is, you know what I'm saying, like, just the thing, like, we want instant gratification all the time. So it's like, all right, even if we do something that in our spirit tells us not right, if we don't get punished for it at that time, then we feel like, oh, all right, oh shit, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? White man say I can kill this baby, I can murder this baby. You understand? And it's okay. You understand? And that's what we doing. You understand? Like that's what the most part. That's why we gotta be together on this. You understand? Brothers and sisters, we gotta be together on raising our kids. You understand?
You got any questions, dude?
We got any questions on mine? We got some on mine, sir? Okay. Alright, let me get Proverbs. Let me get Proverbs 19 and 18, sir.
Yeah.
Now, like, this is like, you know what I mean? And matter of fact, when we get into this one, I'm gonna, let me see if you got well, you know what? I think that might have been on Instagram. But the 30, it was a 60-year-old man that was murdered. If you can get that one for me, sir. That was on Instagram, so you might need to Google that one. Matter of fact, yeah, it should be on Instagram. Come on. Family mourns 60-year-old.
No, that's on the app.
It's on the app too. I mean, it's just read. If you can read it, that's cool too. Cause it ain't no video. I don't really need a video. Yeah, we get let's say Proverbs 19 and 18.
Wait a minute, let me look this up.
Come on. Like a lot of times we got the issue, like we got the problem of wanting to be our kids' friends. You understand? No matter how old we are, you know what I mean? Like we think that, you know what I mean, the hustling and the, you know what I mean, kids with a street name, like we tend to look at that as like, you know what I mean, it's cool or it's protection at some point. You understand? We give a damn about how it might turn out for the kids. But a lot, you know what I mean, and not even to say that this would happen with this brother, you understand? But I know brothers like that. You understand? I know situations like that. You know what I'm saying? But just understand, I'm not saying at all that this. I have no idea what the situation was with this brother. But this is a murder that took place. You know what I mean? In Baltimore, and one of police are saying that it might be linked. It might be, you know what I mean? Because there was a few killings during the Memorial Day weekend, and they were saying that this was like retaliation could be a retaliation in one of those, or maybe a few of those cases. You understand?
You want to get Proverbs now?
Come on. We can get come. Proverbs 19 and 18. Man, did you find the article?
The book of Proverbs 19 and verse 18. Chasten thy son while there is hope.
Chasten your son while that's why still hope? Like it becomes to a point where it's damn near hopeless when they don't try to chastise your child when they 19, 20, you understand? Just because they living with you, you know what I mean? Now you're trying to make them right, you know what I'm saying? No, why still hope? Hope is when they young, you understand? You know what I mean? Make sure you get in their head while they still young, man. They need us to do this. Correction is everything, man. Everybody needs, we all need correction. I need correction, you understand? Everybody needs it, you understand? And that's, if we don't allow ourselves to look past we got scriptures on that, but you know what I mean, and I don't want to jump into that. Let me get the rest of that, man. Sloppy.
And let not thy soul spare for his crying.
And let not, don't be oh my God, he died. Don't be having in your head that, you know what I mean, I want to tell this kid to go to sleep. And then they no, I don't want to go to sleep. You understand? Come. And I don't want to go to sleep. You know what I mean? You all right. Go ahead. Just chill. Go ahead and finish watching TV. You know what I mean? You raising your kids up without no structure. You know what I mean? And that's something that's going to be murder. That's going to be killing them in the future. Because without no structure, you know, without no order, you know what I'm saying? Your kids are bound to wind up on the news. You understand? Because you're going to let them do what they want to do. You understand? I feel like one of the things that might have saved my life, is that, you know what I mean, my father, he did have structure on him. You know what I'm saying? I still went astray, but I'm here now. I'm a prophet for the Most High. I'm Isupkbmore. You understand? This is one of the most beautiful things. This is the best way to repay my family. This is me honoring my mother and father. You understand? By telling them correctly, giving them, you know what I mean, correction in a way that shows that, you know what I mean, I know that I'm still under them. You understand? I'm not going about it man, look, you don't know what you're talking about, Dad. Shut up. You know what I mean, if I could, you know what I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You understand? I'm making sure I'm honoring them. This is, you have to have that order, that make sure you have that respect level. Where, you know what I mean, you're not gonna come off disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, don't spare their crying, man. Don't worry about them crying. Don't worry about that. You worry about saving their life. That's what you do. You understand? And you do that by chastening. You know what I mean? Chastising them while it's still hope. You understand? Getting in their head while it's still hope. You understand? That's what you do, man. You don't don't let your kids. Don't do your kids like, you know what I mean, like a bird do their damn kids, you know what I mean? Like birds, they just throw them out the nest, you know what I mean? And just be like, I hope yo don't hit them rocks. I hope he don't die. She don't die. You understand? Even if they hope, I don't even know if they hope. You know what I'm saying? Don't do your kids like an animal, man. Like love them. You understand? Like give them what they need. Give them that chastise. Yeah, they gonna be pissed off at you. Hell yeah, like we all know that. We already know that we've been pissed off at our parents, you know what I mean, people above us. But you make sure that you honor them and be like, you know what I mean, alright, look, I know they did right by me. And you do the same thing for your kids. You make sure you don't spare for their crime. Punish them. You understand? Punish your kids. Give them what they need, man. They need that structure in their life to make sure that they don't go off and be gang members. You understand? Or, you know what I mean, be thoughts. You understand? Like, they be honorable men and women. That's what you need to do. Make sure that you, like, it don't matter how much they might be angry. They gonna get over it. I got over it. You understand? We all get over it. You understand? And now we, you know what I mean, like, we got good relationships. You know what I mean? Until the scriptures come out. You know what I'm saying? That's at my house, you know, or mother and father, that's how it is, you know what I mean? Till those scriptures come out, we good. You understand? But you got that scripture, I mean, you got that video from me, son?
Crisis, you're looking at just 3 of the crime scenes during the past 72 hours in Baltimore.
8 killed, 4 others injured as violence surges in the days before a crucial election.
Now, here's what we're talking about. So far this year, nearly as many people have been killed at this time last year. 119 in 2019 compared to 118 so far in 2020. In fact, families are affected by this violence.
Keith Daniels has been following this story all afternoon. He joins us now tonight live with new information. Keith?
Well, Mary and Kai, we're told police are following leads that could help them catch the killer in one of these cases. In the case coming up here, and tonight, a family is watching and waiting. It's his smile that family members say they'll miss most. Stephen Clark Sr., dead, gunned down outside his home on Norfolk Avenue, where he took care of his ailing mother.
The man shot and killed my son. You gotta go.
It happened Friday morning. Clark had just returned home from the store for his mother. When he walked back outside,
bang, bang,
they heard gunshots.
He was begging for his life. Man, please don't do that. We got witness that heard him screaming out. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. And then they shot him twice in his head.
Clark was 60 years old, one of 8 people killed over the holiday weekend.
All of our investigations are open and active at this time, and we have strong information in several of these cases.
Police call most of the shootings retaliatory violence. In fact, Clark's family members...
No reason for them to do that to him. Steve is a good man.
Say they believe he was shot because of an ongoing altercation involving the shooter and Clark's oldest son.
He's in the streets. It's too much of this death going on, and people forgiving. I'm not forgiving anyone. They took my brother from me, my best friend. I love him with all my heart.
It's so heavy.
Well, if you have any information about this shooting or any of the shootings this holiday weekend, police want to hear from you. Well, I know in North Baltimore.
They said because of a beef that might be going on because of his son. Like, this man was murdered because of a beef that might have been going on because of his son. You understand? Like, and this go right back to the scriptures, the precepts that we brought out. Like, that's why, this is the reason why we need to make sure we raising our kids in the truth. Because when we raising our kids under the oppressor's way of life, you understand? They're gonna learn to be gangsters. You understand? They're gonna learn to be the Al Capones and all the Italian dudes that, you know what I mean, that think we did, you know what I mean, it's called us Moulians anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, they call us all types of racist names, like That's what we want to train out. Like every kid, everybody that wants to be a gangster. When you say that I'm a G, I'm a gangster, you're only trying to imitate Italians. You understand? And, you trying to imitate the mob. You understand? And it's so big because the rappers, like we get it from the rappers. Like most dudes and you know what I mean, females in the world, we learn a lot from rap songs. You understand? Like so it's like alright, so we learn about, you know what I mean, monsters that, you know what I mean, that went against America. And a lot of times that's what catch our attention. That make us be like, oh yeah, he was hard. Dang, oh he said that, or he did that. Dang, he was getting all that with, you know what I mean, with criminal activity. And we think that, you know what I mean, that's cool. But the thing is, like, these dudes, they got police officers on their team. You understand? Like, they got judges on their team. They not some regular, they not some, you know what I mean, a little black dude that's out here hustling, selling drugs, and trying to make it up. Even when you look at the, you know what I mean, what's the dude name? I forgot his last name. The dude Frank something. But you know what I mean? Like yo pretty much he got power because he was under a lot of the black, you know what I mean, gangsters of the time. They got power because they were under Italians. You understand? Like they had to side with Italians and they was under Italians, and Italians looked at them like, yo, they was garbage. You understand? They liked that they was bringing in money, but they ain't giving their props on it. Like they wasn't like, yo, dang, yeah, he the truth. That's the good guy right there. You understand? It wasn't none of that. It was just disrespect behind their back, and that's what our kids like. That's what our kids want to imitate. That's what they love. You understand? They think that, all right, you know what I mean, they can be gangsters just like the white man was gangsters. And that's what killed us, man. Like, that's what's destroying us as a people. You understand? Let me get Proverbs 13 and 24, sir, if we could, about the show. Like, that's the lifestyle that we learned to come up under. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I was a victim of it also. You know what I mean? I thought being a con artist and a gangster was all like that's what I wanted to be. Like that's how crazy, you know what I mean? That's how corrupt the world is. That's what we want to be. You know what I mean? When we don't come up under these scriptures, man, and learn some integrity, you know what I mean, and really knowing who we are, like that's what we came up to be. You understand? Like you know what I mean? Like it's a whole bunch of stories. I ain't about to get into it. We got let me get that straight. You got that Proverbs 13 verse 24.
Come. In the book of Proverbs 13 and verse 24. He that spareth the rod hateth his son.
Hateth his son. If you spare beating your kids, making sure that your kids know better, man, you hate your kids. You understand? If you like, look, I ain't got time for this, yo. I don't feel like beating him. Like, I don't feel like hearing because he's crying. You understand? You don't want them to hate you. You don't want them to dislike you because you feel like it's gonna last forever. So you know what I mean? If you spare the rod, man, you hate your kid. You understand? You don't give a damn what happened to them. Because at this point, you're like, you know what? I ain't got time for it. I'm gonna just let the oppressor take care of that. That's what they did for. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
But he that loveth him chastises him betimes.
He that loveth him chastises him betimes. The betimes just, you know what I mean, when it's needed. Like, you know what I mean, often. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty much when it happens to come about. You understand? Like, when needed. You know what I mean? At times. You know what I mean? Betimes is, you know what I mean, if you get out of line, all right, you ain't gotta. It's not saying beat them on the regular. It's not saying beat them because, you know what I mean, they done left the water running in the bathroom. You like, oh hell no, you getting the belt out, you ready to get in. Nah, it's just, you know what I mean, you beat them at times. You know what I mean, you get their mind right. you make sure that they know what they did was a bad thing. You understand? But you make sure you do it, man, in a point that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But if you spare the rod, man, you hate your kids, man. That's hate. To not give them love like that, to correct them. Because you beating your kid is not, you ain't gonna stomp them. You understand? You ain't gonna beat them down real bad. You ain't gonna push them down and break an arm or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You doing it to teach them a lot because that pain is what's gonna make them remember. Oh, I ain't gonna do that. Last time I did that, they beat my ass. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I stay right. You understand? Like, that's love, man. That's love to make sure that you got your kids in order. You understand? We got you can drop that, sir. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 30 and 19. And this right here is definitely another issue. Like, because we gotta make sure that, like I said, we especially, like, you know, man, I'm gonna say especially mothers, you understand? Like, a mother is, they definitely gonna baby their kids. They gonna definitely, you know what I mean? That's my baby, don't you? You better not stop. You understand? You better not. Don't do that to him. Don't talk to him like that. You understand? They don't want that aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to show certain things to your kids. They want their kids sheltered from the world as long as it can be sheltered from them. You understand? Not knowing when the world is going straight, hit them in the face like, yeah, here goes some rainbow colors for you. Come here, cutie. You understand? Like, and now your kid is a victim of homosexuality because they never knew about it, because they, you know what I mean, they were sheltered from it. You understand? We got to make sure that we training our kids to know the evils of the world. Like, tell them about the evils of the world. Like, let them know it's evils of the world, man. Like, they should know about it. Because, you know what I mean, if you ain't going to show them, somebody else going to show them. And it's going to sound nice to them. You understand? It's going to be like, well, this is a new thing. I ain't never heard of this. You know what? This can be our little secret. All right, that's cool. That sounds all right. Okay. You understand? Go ahead, sis.
Wait a minute, sis. Let me get you the mic.
It's funny you would say that because my kids never wore their pants below their underwear at all. They put a belt on, and it was always looking nice when they went outside.
Good.
So that's my part. And I guess that's between his grandparents, me, his father. It worked out. So they knew not to do that. Yeah, that's definitely, you know what I mean, a wise thing to do. You understand? Because, like, especially with these kids nowadays, dudes are wearing, you know, every day, like nowadays, everybody got slim clothes. So I'm saying, like, dudes will walk around with the short shirt, the short tight fitted shirt.
Overnight chaos
and
in Minneapolis.
The tight pants. And the pants, the waistline sit under the butt. You understand? So that means, so now they got the short shirt. The shirt is right above it's right underneath the goddamn navel. That's how short they is. And then the pants is right underneath their butt. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta walk around. Like, it was a little dude at my son's school. This dude walked like, he was known in the school for walking around with his pants all like, his hand held up right together, like right on his rod. That's where your pants was at. Where he held the belt at. When he walked, he just hold it right there. It's like, that's the, like, you know what I mean? Like, so if he had a mother like you know what I'm saying, or grandparents, or father, he needed that. He needed somebody to be like, put your damn pants up, boy. You understand?
I got the video for you for.
Come on, son. Which one is that?
This video. This is the one for the riot.
Come on. We can get that. Come on.
Wanna get that one?
Come on.
the streets, facing off with officers in riot gear who fired tear gas and rubber bullets. Another demonstration in Chicago.
This is a trauma that a lot of us African Americans have to deal with.
A bystander's cell phone video captured the incident Monday night. A Minneapolis officer pinning George Floyd face down, pressing a knee into his neck. For at least 3 minutes on the video, Floyd pleads for help, saying he can't breathe at least a dozen times. Then he becomes unresponsive as onlookers shout at the officer.
Get off him now!
Security footage from a nearby business obtained by NBC News shows what appears to be the moments leading up to Floyd's death. Officers are seen removing Floyd from a parked car and handcuffing him before walking him across the street. In an initial press release, police said they arrived at the scene for a reported forgery in progress and that the suspect appeared to be under the influence and physically resisted officers. Once the man was handcuffed, police said officers noted he appeared to be suffering medical distress and called for an ambulance, but the mayor called it wrong at every level.
What we saw was horrible, completely and utterly messed up. This man's life matters.
The 46-year-old Floyd played basketball in college and lived most of his life in Texas, working as a truck driver and security guard.
It's just heartbreaking when you watch how they killed him, how his knee was on his neck, not for 1 minute, not for 2 minutes, not for 3 minutes, not for 4 minutes, but 8 minutes.
LeBron James posted this image on social media of the officer kneeling on Floyd with former quarterback Colin Kaepernick kneeling in protest of police brutality, writing, "Do you understand now, or is it still blurred to you?" The case is already drawing comparisons to another high-profile police confrontation in 2014. When you look at that video, what goes through your head?
Oh, I see another senseless killing.
Gwen Carr is the mother of Eric Gardner, who died after police in New York placed him in a chokehold.
It's like a reoccurring nightmare. And this has to stop. Something has to be done.
You see the mayor. Let me get Psalms 58:3, sir, if I could. Yeah, the mayor, he up there like, yo sound like, you looking like Jane Wade. This dude talk like, you see him, he acting like he want to cry. His life matters. You understand? It is sad. You understand? Like, I don't believe a damn word come out of any oppressor's mouth. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, can I get one scripture?
Come on.
We'll get one scripture here. It's absolutely insane because what you actually saw was the officer leaning on his neck with no compassion, no thought at all of this man's life. This wasn't the first time this officer did this. You know, even in their own reports, this officer had 12 complaints against him, and none of them had ended up in disciplinary actions. We don't understand the severity of what that means. It means that 12 people complained against him because of the unrighteousness that he was doing, but none of them resulted in any kind of disciplinary action. Black people don't complain about this because they understand that the police are going to do this and nobody's going to do anything about it. So if it was 12, you better believe it was up in the 40s or 50s that he's been doing this to black men the entire time. Because he was very extremely comfortable sitting on that man's neck with no compassion, no empathy, no care for his life at all. I got to get one scripture, man, that fully explains this. And this is in Psalm 64:6. It says, they search out iniquities. You think they don't see other white police officers stepping on black men's necks? When black men are saying, I can't breathe, you think that's the first time he ever saw this? You think he invented this? No. No. This happened many times before. This happened to Eric Garner, and the police was never at any time charged with anything dealing with that man's murder. Ever. He was able to work, able to support his family, and do whatever he needed to do to live his life. They took care of him. This is what we don't understand. That the police department is a culture of white supremacy. It can't be fixed by marching. It can't be fixed by yelling, no justice, no peace. It is a complete culture and society of terrorizing black people. That can't be fixed in that way. You understand me? It's going, these white officers have seen other white officers murder black men on camera. They are empowered by it. It is intoxicating to them to continue to murder black men because they know they will never be disciplined for it, because that's what their job entails. Terrorism. Let's get the rest of this scripture, man. They accomplished a diligent search. So they search out iniquity. They see that other cops are committing murder, committing sin. Nothing's done about it. They're searching this out, man. Both the inward thought of every one of them, every goddamn one of them. It ain't some white people. It ain't white people that walk around in your neighborhood looking for you to cop dope that love you. They don't love you. They use you, just as these other police officers do. They search out sin. They search out murder, death, iniquity, barbarism. Let's finish this off, man. Every one of them, and the heart is deep within them. It's not something that can be repaired. It's not something that we can deal with in society and we can all be equal and come together. It is a deep wanting and longing to murder black people because God made it that way. Salaki. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me get 58 and 3, sir, if I could.
Is it songs?
Songs, like songs 58 and 3.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I don't believe the goddamn thing these devils say. Like, I don't care how sincere they might sound. Like, there's a lot of people that felt like Jane Roe was sincere when she, was fighting for her right, a right of a woman to be able to kill, to murder a baby. You understand? When you look at statistics, the reasons why that babies are aborted is strictly because of financial gain and social reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all in the head reasons why. How many mothers and fathers out here really playing for their baby? That's how we look at it. Like, he wasn't playing, so I'm not ready. You understand? I can't take care of him. You understand? And that's why abortions are committed. These murders are committed. You understand? And that's how we look at it. You understand? But I can't, like, this dude, this man looking like he ready to cry. His life matters. You look at him, he got his head down, he really trying, like, you can damn near see him trying, he got his mouth covered, he damn near trying to yawn so you can get that tie. You gotta try to yawn so your eyes can get watery. That's what it seems like he damn near trying to do. He's trying to get them tears. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
From the womb, man. They already estranged from the womb. Like, you can't trust them from the womb. They already, like, they wicked, man. Like, and it's already been ordained that they gonna be wicked. They've been wicked from the womb. As soon as they drop out of their mother, you know what I'm saying? They looking around. You see a baby, you see a oppressor baby looking around. They like, who the hell can I oppress in this room right now? Who can I kill? They're like little Chucky dolls. Like, who can I kill? Who can I destroy in this room? You understand? Wait, who got dark skin? You understand? Who look different than me and my mother and my father? You understand? You can't trust them, man, from the womb. You understand? What is that?
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Speaking lies, man. You can ask the slaves about this. Speaking lies. I mean, you know what I mean? Slaves that had they face this this members. You know what I mean? They've been mingled from, you know what I mean, from lies that these babies been told to these, you know what I mean, these oppressing women. Like these women, these white women, like they get a pass so much because they act like we think that they so good. You understand? We think that they so sweet. You understand? They're the ones that, you know what I mean, your great grandmother is hating so much because they done got beat so bad by them. You understand? Like, you get a book. I think I bought this out before, but a book that, you know what I mean, we need to get, that's real important for, I feel like, anybody to get, is We Were Her Property. We Were Her Property. That's an excellent book for you to get some, so you can understand. You understand? Like, we believe that it's just the white man that's so evil, these devils. Look what they did. That's what they show in the movies, you know what I mean, on Roots, on everything. That's what we see, that's evil. But the whole time, man, it's these women that are evil and wicked, man. We think because they had to fight for rights to be able to earn the same wage as a man, that, you know what I mean, or be able to be police women and all that. They're like, you know what I mean, they've been oppressed too with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually are the minority. Like, when you think about getting things because of your minority, you gotta get in line with the white women. That's what it is. You understand? Like, so you gotta be in line with them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just you because, you know what I mean, you black, you know what I mean, or any other name they have to give them, African American, you know what I mean, whatever. It's women, white women, and then it's whatever's left over for you. You understand? You can get that. But it's basically, you know what I mean, for women. You understand? Like, we gotta understand that they already wicked from the womb. As long as we can understand that, we can get that. We should be good. Like, we got I got a property I do that this woman, I swear, this lady, she definitely a deceiver. Because this woman she talks so nice. Like, she be so sweet. She's like, hey, how you doing? Like, she got the smile and everything. I was like, damn, maybe this devil ain't that bad. You understand? She's like, I'm okay. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? So she like, but man, she wrote the longest email about me. You know what I mean? I stole her. You understand? Like, she put it all out there. You know what I mean? I stole her. Like, and for the most part, what I can believe is that, you know what I mean, I'm wearing a mask. Everybody wearing a mask though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I startled her. Like, man, these devils, you gotta watch them. Because they'll have you hemmed up, you understand? They'll have you hemmed up and you thinking like, yo, it couldn't have been that one. It gotta be somebody else. It gotta be something that I did. You understand? But just like General Yohana, Commander General Yohana brought out, you understand, that it's that wicked that wicked demon that's on everybody or on our oppressors, which is the stereotype. The stereotype. Like, that was so heavy for me to hear. Like, the stereotype. That stereotype is what got that 60-year-old man murdered. You understand? Like, because his family, his kids, you know what I mean, didn't think that he was worthy of living. You understand? Because they had a beef so bad that it wasn't worthy for them to have life. You understand? Like, that's that demon of stereotype that is having us killing each other. I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys in the world, and he was saying how, you know what I mean, everybody, they tearing up the streets in Minnesota because, you know what I mean, old oppressor killed a black man, but ain't nobody tearing up the streets for, you know what I mean, when we kill each other. So I told him, I said, man, the thing is, brother, like, the oppressor is being paid to take care of us and watch over us. And it's caught on tape. It's caught on tape. They get caught on tape with they knee in our neck. They get caught on tape murdering us, killing us. You understand? And they get away with it. Like, there's no brothers getting caught on tape and they showing the tape of them murdering somebody and they get away with it. Man, if John killed, you know what I mean, Anthony, he going to jail. You understand? Ain't no investigation. Ain't no, look, you want to sit in the house for a little bit, all right, until we figure this thing out. Nah, they gonna go get Anthony. They gonna lock him up for killing little John. He guilty until proven innocent. You understand? These pigs, like, they're innocent until proven guilty. You understand? They get, look, check this out, look, you can't go on the streets for a minute. We're gonna give you, you know what I mean, suspended with pay until we figure this whole thing out. You understand? Like, that's what happens with them. That's what the riots is for, man. And you got a bunch of young lions that's ready to go off. They going off. You understand? Young dudes, they already pissed off. They get oppressed all the time. They get hemmed up by the police all the time. So man, they feel like, okay, this is a chance. They might not care too much about what's going on with the brother, but they see an outlet for them to be able to go off, you know what I mean, and release that anger that they already got. Because we live in the ghettos, man. The same ghettos that, you know, they push the drugs in. You understand? They put the drugs in our neighborhood. You understand? And they admitted it. They admitted it, and we still, you understand? We still out here slanging them. You understand? We still out here trying to be the John guys. You know what I'm saying? The scar faces. You understand? Even we want to be the fictitious characters. You understand? Like, that's what we want to be. And that's why we need to make sure we raising our kids, man, in a way that's going to keep them alive. And the only way to keep them alive, like, you know what I mean, they got to be following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because this is life. This book is life. You understand? This is the book of life. Not like, you know what I mean, some African or some Kemet dude where they got the book of the dead. You know what I mean? Where they talking about, you know what I mean, this is death right here. This is death, and then the life is on the other side of this. You know, you gotta work to come back to life. You understand? Like a bunch of garbage. Like we reading out a book of life. This book is gonna give you life and make sure that your kids be protected from these oppressors, these devils that go straight from the, you know what I mean, straight from the womb, man. You understand? Let me get I got another article going, so it's a lot. Before that, matter of fact, can we get the woman in Central Park? Can we get that real quick, sir? You got it. Did I say that one? Well, you probably can go with that one too. The woman, Amy Cooper. If you can find that, you can just put that name in. Amy Cooper in NYT. She called the police over a black man over a dog leash. You probably could put that.
And even this story right here is another example about how wicked these devils are. And this is why we need to have, like, we pray a lot. Like, you know, I mean, black people, we always pray. We always, God, please make it better. Please, God, you know, I mean, we want things. But we don't have no power behind our prayer. You understand? Like, we still praying to a white Jesus. We don't even know it. We still praying to Jesus, period. You know what I mean? You know, we praying to Caesar Borgia, and there's no power in that. You understand? We still got the white, the Caesar Borgia. I'm gonna just call him that. I don't even want to call him white Jesus. We praying to the Caesar Borgia in every different angle he can get. We got with it. We got Caesar Borgia pictures like we got Tupac pictures. We got, you know what I mean? We got him with the shirt off, with the shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Holding kids, like being a, you know what I mean, good guy. We might as well get one with a Caesar Borgia passing out turkeys for Halloween. I mean Thanksgiving. You understand? Like that's what we at with it. You understand? But yeah, let me get that side if I could.
You to stop.
This video has gone viral, and you're about to see why. In a part of Central Park known as the Ramble, this woman called New York police on a man who asked her to obey the posted signs and keep her dog on a leash.
Ma'am, dogs in the Ramble have to be leashed at all times. And she was actually standing right next to the sign that says dogs in the Ramble have to be leashed at all times.
The Ramble is a wildlife habitat popular with bird watchers like Chris Cooper. Dogs disturb the birds, which is why he was asking her to follow the rules. She refused.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And I'm
me.
taking pictures and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops. My thinking was I can sort of capitulate to this racial intimidation, or I can just do what I'm doing and continue recording.
He kept recording and captured this.
There is an African American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Her false report to 911 didn't get the response she was hoping for. Chris Cooper's sister uploaded the video. Someone identified the woman as Amy Cooper, vice president at Franklin Templeton. The company issued this statement tonight on Twitter, saying they do not condone racism of any kind, and their employee has been put on administrative leave. She has since apologized. Now, what about the dog, the Cocker Spaniel you see in the video struggling while she inexplicably pulls him onto his hind legs by the collar? Well, his name is Henry. He was a rescue dog, and the rescue organization saw the video too, and tonight it is reporting that she has surrendered the dog back to them. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC.
You know what's the crazy part about this is, like, this show right here, how much pride these devils got. Like, she knew that her call, the police on him, was gonna get him, you know what I mean? The police come back. They know the power in calling the police on a black man. They know that means death. You understand? Oh yeah, I want your dead. He gonna tell me to put a leash on my dog because a sign say put a leash on my dog. And she's standing right there by the sign that say put a leash on your dog. Now this dude was actually bird watching, which is, you know what I mean, a little weird for a black man to do. But yo was actually doing it. He was sitting, and that's why you need to have the leash on the dog, because they gotta have a leash on the dog because they want to make sure that the dogs don't disrupt the birds. That's the area where they watch them at. So yo was like telling her, like, can you put the dog on the leash? And of course she ain't like none of that. Like, you a leash on my dog? Somebody put a leash on this monkey that's telling me to put a leash on my dog. How dare you? Like, she, you know what I mean, like her pride. And then you can tell, like, she know that, and the thing is, she know that she has that power because of what America has showed her. That she was like you heard her get to cry. She get to cry. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting assaulted by a black man. She made sure she kept saying that. An African American man. Like, you know, she, at this point, she pissed off because she's like, yo, why I keep saying this? How many times I gotta say black man, African American, to get some help around here? What are you, new? Are you new, operator? Why do I keep telling you this?
You should be here already. Should be guns out already. I should be apologizing right now on camera saying I didn't want him to die. You know what I mean? I just wanted him to stop harassing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she should be already, like, that's how she feel. I should be already doing it. But she said, you know what I mean? Like, she really complained. You understand? And this is how they think. You understand? Let me get Obadiah 1 and 3, sir, if I could, real fast. Like, this is where they act with it, man. Like, this is the life of a oppressor. This is the life of a white woman that we think has been so beat down by their man that they don't have the strength to oppress us. You understand? When the whole time it's in them. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's in them. They don't give a damn how much they been get drunk and beat their ass. They gonna be, it's in them. They don't give a damn. It's not gonna come up out of them. You ain't gonna beat that out of them. You understand? If anything, a white girl might want to get revenge on her father or something and sleep with a black dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, they out of revenge, they might want to do that. But at the same time, like, they don't give a damn about what's going on. Like, they love our story. That's why, you know what I mean, a lot of rappers in history have became famous because white children have heard their raps and was like, yo, this is great. Dad, you gotta listen to this. And their dad happened to be somebody in power at a record label or something like that. You understand? They love our story. That's all it is. But they dirty. You understand? Bunch of dogs. But go, Salami. You could, sir.
In the book of Obadiah 1, verse 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Mm-hmm. Thou that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
You understand? Like, man, who else could this be? You understand? It say, who dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks. Who else is that? You understand? That's the oppressor, man. They Caucasian. You understand? The members of Caucasus. You understand? Like, that's where they that's where they live at. That's what they love, to be up high in the rocks. That's their habitation, to be high in the rocks. You understand? Like, who else like living like that? You understand? Even when you watch old dinosaur movies with the, you know what I mean, with the cavemen, they up there, they living high up top in little caves. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where they at. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know what I mean? And they say this is how cocky and pride, how much pride they got. This is how much pride that devil had. She said, you say, who can bring me down to the ground? When he told her, when he gave her an order, when he told her, he just asked her, please, can you put a leash on your dog? Man, she looking like, yo, what? What the hell is you? Like, who are you to tell me to put a leash on my dog? Like, yo, no, you're not. No, you're not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Then he recording her because she ain't got the dog on a leash. She can't even hold the dog. Like, I feel like the biggest reason why this whole situation got light on it is because of the dog. I feel like, because white people love dogs. Like, they love dogs. And I feel like if she wouldn't have been yoking that dog up like that, holding them down like that and putting pressure, like, she trying to hold that dog like, she looked like Martin. I don't know if anybody ever seen the episode of Martin when he got the fake dog and he, you know what I mean, trying to tell it to, you know what I mean, sit, lay down. He controlling the dog. That's how the dog look. She's trying to hold it down. She's trying to be aggressive with this African American, and the dog is just going on. The dog he just keep going, you know what I mean, trying to get away. He trying to jump up, and you know what I mean. She pissed off at the dog, so they took the dog away. They took the dog away from her. I feel like that dog was the only reason why this whole incident was put out there for us to know about. You understand? Because of the pride of her trying to show her pride, and this for some reason, you know what I mean, the devil didn't decide to be on her side, and they, you know what I mean, and she was reading more into the article. I don't think she got fired. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say fired. it said like she was relocated, something like that. So it didn't say it, just like that what happened in what you call it, with the what's that the coffee spot. What's that? The big coffee spot. What is that? When the brothers tried to come in to sit down and have a little meeting, and she told them they had to get out. Starbucks. Starbucks. You understand? You understand? But go ahead, so let me get verse 4.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, twixt will I bring thee down, saith the Most High Power.
You understand? So they exalt themselves as the eagle. You understand? Like the eagle is a bird of prey. You understand? Like they exalt themselves as the eagle. Like they preying on us. You understand? They preying on us. You understand? And they set themselves, you know what I mean, among the stars of the they set their nest among the stars. You understand? Like they pretty much they putting themselves above us. They putting themselves above us, just like this devil thought she was above us. Enough to, you know what I mean? And the thing is, she still should. They let her know. They put it in her head. They let her know, like, look, it wasn't about him. We don't give a damn about him. It was about how you treated that dog. You understand? You got laws out here, lady. You can't do that. You understand? That's why they pissed off at her. It's about the dog. You ain't about the man. It's about what you did to the dog on camera. If you would have did that, you'd have been alright. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of situations where, you know what I mean, it's plenty, like I done been, you know what I mean, hemmed up by, you know what I mean, black, you know what I mean, officers, and they be like, look, if you wouldn't have did that, and they talk to me like we cool, you know what I mean? If you wouldn't have did that, you would have been alright, yo. You know what I'm saying? But you did that. You shouldn't have did that. That's how they talk to her. Look, if you wouldn't have hemmed up the dog, you wouldn't have had it by his neck, you know what I mean? Being so pissed off at him, you'd have been alright. And that's where we at with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the life that's what we need to protect our kids from. Like a woman like that, like we need to make sure that God is on our side, so our kids won't become victims of women like that. So that when her power is at its highest peak, our children won't be murdered by her. You understand? You understand? Like, and that's what we need to keep our children alive. But with that, I'm gonna drop the class. You know what I'm saying? You got any questions, sister? Alright, come. So with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Kawan Palat, Officer 5000. You understand? And with that, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Shalom, I'm smart down by Shimei Shah, sisters, security announcements. We are the Isupkbmore out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And y'all need to check out Commanding General Yohana Corona Cops videos, man. Absolutely amazing. Gives you all the insight on what you need to know about the times that we dealing with right now in your neck of the woods. General Yohana is amazing, an amazing prophet, and absolutely amazing man. And you need to check it out. You need to learn the leadership, black leadership, and what it's going to take to actually get us out of this slavery. Because we think something is coming from Farrakhan or something is coming from Barack Obama. We know that's not the case. Give them crazy Negroes on the corner an opportunity to explain what we out there for. Social distancing is real, but social distancing from your oppressor will only get you sick and dead. We need to social distance ourselves from the other nations. That's what the Bible says. Commanding General Yohana explains that in depth. Go out to YouTube, go to Black Watch, Commanding General Yohana, and check this rebel out. He's a rebel. You understand? A rebel, a brother that needs to be listened to, adhered to, respected. All right? New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. That's just to speak, not to marry, not to check up under the hood. God damn it, just to speak to the sister. Shalom. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. Means that court each other. You're courting each other to find out what's going on. You're trying to find out the spirit. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, pay your tithes. If you got a stimulus package, pay your damn tithes. You got that $1,200, $120 belongs to Commanding General Yohana. I sent mine. God damn it, if I can send mine, send yours. I'm broke. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Send your money to Commanding General Yohana. You know why? Because if you have any kind of love for your people, if you can understand the condition that your people are in, send that money to Commanding General Yohana, because he's going to take care of them. And that can be your one righteous act, you selfish, disgusting Negro. That can be your one righteous act to do for your people. Damn. Tithes is a commandment. It's in the Bible. You can find this in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8-10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering. If you like what priest and officer Alazar was kicking to you today, send the brother something, man. Send the brother something. All right? Because you know what the brother going to do, because he's so righteous? He's going to donate it to the school, man. That's who he is. That's who he is. That's what he does. Because no one else has enough fortitude and manliness to do what the hell needs to be done for this goddamn community and this nation. Alazar will do it. Send your money to him in Commanding General Yohana. Damn. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Congregation. The 51st Passover is on, brother. It's on. Because we follow the laws of this nation like the Lord would have us follow, even though it's an evil and disgusting and corrupt nation, we will follow the laws. Commanding General Yohana does that. He does it very well. He pushed the Passover back. We're going to adhere to the orders of Commanding General Yohana, and as soon as this lockdown is over, we're going to have the 51st annual Passover. Be ready. You understand me? Upcoming Holy Congregation, I give an wife to check social media. Check social media to see what Commanding General Yohana has to say about the 51st annual Passover. Black Watch. YouTube. All right? If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. You want to get into school, man, start listening to the classes. You understand? Put on all black and be a soldier for your nation instead of being a little girl yelling and whining and weeping about what's going on, not understanding about what's going on. Get in the truth. Fight for your nation. Yeah. If you don't like the current state of black people, if you don't like black men being murdered and destitute and brainwashed, God damn it, do something about it. If you don't like sisters empowering themselves over black men, being lost, losing their feminism, raising our children to be straight bitches like, raising our young men to be feminine, join the ISUPK and put on all black, man. Support Commanding General Yohana. Support the men of Baltimore who have fought so hard and so long to give you a school, man. Right. Support these men. And with that, we're going to close out the class. Men of Israel, I Majim. I Majim Shabbat. Majim. Right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Oh, Salakia. Let's give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat. I Majim Brak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah. So, Sister Stan, please turn to the sisters. Give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat. Majim Brak. Yahweh Shema Ala Tamba Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shema Ala Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Adam Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, Yazimatah, class dismissed.
I think it's my protein not right. I think my protein right.
Sound good. You gotta get it right.